Why Tinubu must sack current chief of the Naval Staff over the murderous activities of Navy Commander Nicholas Uchendu Akaleze in Kogi is senatorial zone. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Please subscribe to our channel to get notified when we post hot juicy news update. Please click on the notification bell. It is no longer news that one of the season gubernatorial elections in Nigeria will be held in Kogi State on the 11th of November 2023. Yaya Bello, the unpopular and atrocious incumbent governor of Kogi State, is seeking to install his crony and Boji clansman as his successor on behalf of the political party. On behalf of his political party, the ruling APC. The uncanny and devious governor had ignored his poor governance record and arrogant disregard for his party elders, including the leader of his political party and the current president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, to rely on violence and rigging to install one dull but equally vicious Usman Ododo as the next governor of Kogi State. However, Yaya Bello's plan to reveal before his own very eyes when the current administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu announced that he was committed to credible off-season election in Bayelsa, Kogi, and Imo State come 11th November 2023. To show its commitment to facilitating good democratic governance in Nigerians henceforth, the federal government of Nigeria deployed security agents in the 3 states that the off-season gubernatorial elections are to be held, particularly in parts of Kogi State, where Governor Yaya Bello has raised and armed militias that he uses to rig elections and intimidate or exterminate opponents. The deployment of security agencies has brought relief to many disenfranchised electorates that have been living in perpetual fear of Governor Yaya Bello's militants. They were poised to come out en masse on 11 November 2023 to exercise their universal adult suffrage. This, however, is not sitting well with Governor Yaya Bello of Kogi State, as that will mean surely that his candidate Usman Ododo of the APC stand little chance to winning based on Yaya Bello's poor record of performance over more than 7 years in office. Consequently, he resorted to his usual antics of blackmailing the presidency and his party hierarchy, including doling out huge sums of money to politicians of influence around Mr. President to help sway the support of the president behind his candidate, as former President Muhammadu Buhari did. He was not lucky this time around, as the president's man failed to convince President Tinubu to wear the ground for Yaya Bello to enable him to run roughshod over innocent citizens as he did in 2019 and install Usman Ododo as his successor against the overwhelming wishes of majority of citizens of the state. The exuberant governor therefore decided to take matters in his hands by resorting to wanton, violent murder and arson in Galaland, where majority of votes in the forthcoming election will emerge from. In the early hours of Tuesday, the 7th day of November 2023, Yaya Bello political thugs operating after the leadership of Navy Commander Akaleze, yes, you heard me right, same notorious Commander Akaleze with troops of the Special Boat Service SPS of the Nigerian Navy stormed the residence of the Sheikh Jibrin Usman, the Director General of Moritala Ajaka of the SDP campaign organization at Anigba. In the ensuing confrontation with some policemen guarding the house of the said Sheikh, it was alleged that Commander Akaleze and his men account no less than 5 innocent persons, including some policemen, Navy Commander Nicholas Uchendu Akaleze, aka Akaleze with service number NN2880 NDA, cost 54, a native of Imo State who is the two assassinating Kogi people, and his men also took away some innocent lads from the house whom we are reportedly seen being led into the bush naked along Okabo and Anigba Road shortly after they left Sheikh's house. My worry is not so much for the governor, Yaya Bello executive recklessness, as the involvement of Nigerian Navy forces and Navy Commander Akaleze in particular criminal activities of this arrogant governor. All keen observer of Kogi politics must have had recurring accounts of how Governor Yabelu has been using the said Commander Akaleze with the CBS stop to intimidate and eliminate political opponents. Alright. All keen observers of Kogi politics must have had recurring accounts of how Governor Yaya has been using the said summer. Okay. Must have had recurring accounts of how Governor Yaya has been using the said Commander Akeleze with his SBC troops to intimidate and eliminate. Alright. The most of whom are branded as criminals and terrorists. To read the whole mess is in a proper perspective, there is need to recount. Of course, to put the whole mess in a proper perspective, there is need to count the Nigerian Special Forces and the. Okay, there is a need to recount how the Nigerian Navy Special Forces ended up in the hands of Governor Yabil of Kogi State. The SBS forces were deployed to Kogi State's command sometimes in 2020 when the Nigerian Army under its former chief, General Buratai, retired, withdrew all army troops. Alright, to put the whole mess in a proper perspective, there's need to recount how the Nigerian Navy Special Forces ended up in the hands of Governor Yabilu of office. The SBC. Alright, the SBS forces were deployed to Kogi State sometimes in 2020 when the Nigerian Army under its former chief, General Buratai, withdrew all army troops from internal security duties in order to rejig its war efforts in North SC. Alright, to put the whole mess in a proper perspective, there is no need to recount how the Nigerian Navy Special Office ended up in the hands of Governor Yabilu of Kogi State. The SBS were deployed to Kogi State commissioners in 2020 when they checked. Yes. Consequently, Governor Yabelu approached retired General Gumata Buratai to give Kogi State a special consideration and return any groups or any troops to the state. General Buratai retired security and defense imperative of that moment as more important. Let us continue to see now. Governor Yabelo did not do well to the people of Kogi State. We have heard all the sorrows and tears that happened. Him coming out now to sound sweet and, soft is because he knows what he did. Alright, on this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.